Hello guys, I got here the ViewSonic M1 Plus, which is a projector slash Bluetooth speaker. I'm gonna call this product feedback because I want to go beyond reviews and give some feedback to the people that create these products and design these products for us. I'm not going to go through all the features that this device has because you can go on the producer's website and read all that from there. I'm going to jump in and start straight with the pros of this device. It's got very nice looks, it's very compact, as you can see, you've seen it everywhere. It's got an above average decent sound. I think the sound it's good, it's very good. Some people will call it amazing, but me, I had a lot of speakers in my life, and one of the best speakers I had was the Beoplay A1, and I think that speaker, if someone would merge that speaker with the projector, that would be fantastic. The problem is that the Beoplay speaker has got a lot of bass in it, which is good for the sound, but if you put a projector and a bassy speaker inside, you're gonna have vibration. So it's difficult. It's probably impossible to put like a deep bass speaker inside the projector. In my opinion, I think people should be buying and the company should be making projectors with the very tiny speakers and let people have their own dedicated speakers for the sound. Because I mean, although it's a decent machine, I think it's okay for who wants to, you know, this is a portable device, so it makes sense to make an above average. But for someone, if you want to use it at home, I think it's not worth buying a projector because it offers you a Bluetooth speaker integrated. You know, you should have like your separate speakers. We'll get to the Bluetooth speaker in a second. It's got a robust construction. I'll discuss about its stability as well, because it's got this arm which is sitting on. It's been dropped three times from a height of around half a meter, and it still works like in the first day. I can hardly see it's been dropped on the floor, so I can hardly see any signs on it on a wooden floor. So it's still in top-notch condition, and it's working like day one. So it's got a very good construction. It's light, portable form factor. Obviously, you can see how the weight of it online. I would say, I don't know the specs exactly, but I would say it should be around 600 grams, 700 grams, something like that. You can check that online. But I mean the shape, you can just slide this anywhere, and it's one of their sales pitch that you can have this anywhere with you and put it in your purse or whatever. It's got auto keystone, so obviously this is a plus, and it's advertised as well. And one of the pluses is the resolution. I mean, it's not a plus, but it's an okay resolution for watching movies, as long as you don't go with the screen too large and sit too close to it. So it's for moving pictures okay. If you want to watch images, then you're gonna see the pixels. It's not that HD speaker. You can see the specs again online. Now we're gonna move to the cons, and there are quite a few. Although this speaker has got many words, I got quite a few things that I want to point out. Obviously, a lot of work has been put into this device, and it looks very, very neat. I'm sure a lot of people dedicate a lot of work to get this done, and it's very premium. It's got a very premium finish. It feels very good and very sexy. But some things I want to point out about the device. So we start from the outside. It's the first thing I want to point out is the access to the ports, and this can be achieved by pulling this thing out, and then you can insert a USB stick or USB cable and HDMI. You got USB-C, you got the charger here, and then you got the multimedia micro SD slot and the headphone jack here. And the problem is that when you look at when they advertise it to you, it looks very neat like this, but when you're going to use it, you can't use it like this. So your speaker is always going to stay like that, you know. So what is this? You know, it doesn't look neat at all. Although it looks nice when the thing is inside, it's just annoying. This flapping thing is annoying there. You know, you plan to use it, so yeah, I don't see the point of having this like that. I don't know. It's not the best idea. I think it would have been much better if the both sides were neat and flat, so you can have access to ports. One other thing I want to point out is, for example, you don't have access to this card here. If you put the card inside, you can't. It's very difficult to get it out. What I would suggest, and someone else suggested to me because I didn't realize it's possible, you just put it with your nail, because the card is going to go all the way in and it's going to be flat here. You have to press it in. I mean, that's the way it comes out. You press it with your fingernail and then it comes out, but it only comes out around 2-3 millimeters. So the thing is, like, you can't put your fingers in there to get it out. So what I suggest is just push inside and then remove your finger, and it's gonna just jump out. But you have to be careful not to lose it, because it's gonna jump like quite a bit. Yeah, sorry for I wasn't looking at the camera, so you couldn't see. Okay, the LED light on the unit are disturbing when in use. Obviously these are the buttons, and there's an LED on the power button here, and there's like these 5 LEDs for the battery. And obviously most people will have these in front of them because they're going to project towards the wall, and they're going to see these lights all the time, which are very disturbing. I would suggest for them to move the LED lights on the side somehow, redesign it somehow and move the LED lights on the side. Yeah, it's easy to topple over if you hit it, although it says that it's got a kickstand, which is nice and neat. Although it's practical, it's very unstable if it's being hit or something. It's nothing like a dedicated tripod. A dedicated tripod sits much better. This is, look at the surface, contact surface here. So you got this, which is, you know, it can easily go over if you knock it. Also, there's nothing to hold it on the other side, so it's easy to topple over, especially if you got kids or something. Then they don't pay attention. Also, there's cables around. You can catch the cable, and then it's gonna get toppled over. Okay. Yeah, because of this flippy thing, the charging port is in a strange position. If you use it at home, for example, and you put the charger in there, and you want to close it when you finish, the charger is going to be in the way of this flipping thing. And when you try to close this bracket, because the charger is in, then it's blocking the bracket and you can't close it. So it's a bit weird how they put the charger there. Yeah, it's a bit inconvenient. I think the charger should have been here at the back. Anyway, let's move on. Battery. This has been pointed out in other reviews on Amazon. It lets you know that you run out of battery, but it lets you know you run out of battery 5 seconds before the battery is out. So you're in the middle of watching a movie and you just get a notification on the screen saying that you got 5 seconds until the projector is gonna die, which is not ideal. Color temperature is a bit on the blue side. It's a bit on the cool side. Maybe they could work on that as well. It lacks details in the blacks. It's honestly, I looked at some point I was watching, I think, Narcos, and there was this darker scene. And I couldn't see. I couldn't understand what's happening at all on the screen. The projector was connected to my computer, so I look on my Mac to see what's happening. On my Mac, I could see everything. I couldn't see anything on the projector. So yeah, it lacks detail. I mean, I think it has to do with dynamic range that the image is projected. Okay. Although it supports many video formats, some video files are not being played properly. Some of them are being played without sound. Some of them are being played. It just shows you like a picture of Earth, and just the sound it's on. So there's something going on there. So not all the movies formats are supported. Even some MP4 files are not accepted, which is really strange. Okay. No subtitle support, so you can't use subtitle with movies. You can only in regards to the movie format, the projector does a strange thing. It creates like a double, like a sort of like a duplicate file, and you have to access that duplicate file, not what you copied. For example, if you copy Joker in a folder, you get into that folder and there's going to be 2 Joker movies, one with a dash in front of it and the other one without a dash, and one of them is not going to play. I think the one with the dash is going to play, and which is an adjustment automatically the device makes, and the other one that you copy doesn't play. So I don't know, it's kind of strange how that works out. It has to do with something internal, but it's a bit weird. Okay. Bluetooth speaker. Now the thing is, like, I was very happy to see this compact form, and I was thinking, oh, this is nice. You know, you can have this thing, and look, it looks like a speaker. You couldn't tell that this is a projector. You know, Harman Kardon here. And I was thinking, like, this is neat. You know, you just put it on the counter or in the kitchen and just play some tunes or something. Problem is, you have to open it, you have to get into a menu to turn the Bluetooth speaker on, and then the projection is gonna turn off, and you can only play the speaker if the device is in this position. So you're gonna get in the menu, you're gonna select the Bluetooth speaker, the light is gonna shut off, and then the speaker is gonna start going, and it's gonna make this noise. So if you plan on using this as a speaker on your holiday in very low volume, you might hear a bit of noise like this, and it's a bit uncomfortable to use as a speaker. It takes too much work. They should have just put a button and make it more efficient to use, so you can use it in a nice and compact way. Okay. So that's it pretty much. It's been 15 minutes. Recommendations, I would say make this side flat and have the ports exposed, so I don't have to have this flipping thing flipping. And another recommendation I'll make, not only to this maker but others too who aim for this kind of thing, is to, if you put a Bluetooth speaker inside, why not put a FM radio? I mean, FM radio doesn't touch my space. Some of the phones have FM radios, so you could put an antenna somehow in it, and then antenna with this sort of battery, huge battery, you could use it as an FM radio for a long time. But I don't want to use the FM radio like this, or the Bluetooth speaker like this. I want to use the FM radio like this, like a speaker, or at least like that. An antenna would be helpful, obviously. It should have an antenna. But just food for thought. So that's it with the ViewSonic projector. It's gonna go on eBay, unfortunately, because I don't use it that much, and I'm waiting for the time when the resolutions are gonna increase and the prices are gonna be decent for this sort of gizmos. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed.